Hey there, Eric with you. Thanks for joining me. Okay, picture this. You're late for work. You're driving down the street. You're trying to get to work. Maybe you have a big meeting. You have to be there. You're running behind. You're going. Suddenly, someone cuts in front of you, cuts you directly off. They didn't use their turn signal. Just completely cuts you off. What do you do? How do you react? For most of us, I know we probably let a couple expletives out, maybe a couple hand gestures go up. We lose it basically. We're stressed, something happens, we react, and we have this emotional outburst. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, and especially how we can try to teach this topic. And the topic is emotional intelligence to our children. This is so important, not only for adults, but if we can start to teach this to our children, of course, at a young age as they're developing. A lot of researchers now feel emotional intelligence is far superior to cognitive intelligence. It's that important. So again, if we can start to teach this to our kids, not only to ourselves, but it can have so many benefits for children. I've been working on it probably for about, a little over maybe a year, 2 years now, and I'm getting better. I'm getting much better, but I still have work to do. And that leads me to the first step. How can we teach this to our children and work on it on our own personally also? The first step is modeling. Children model. They will follow what they see us doing. Even more than instruction, what they observe is far more powerful. They'll retain that far more than what we instruct them on. So if we come home from work and we walk in the door, we're in a bad mood, we slam the door, kids see that. They see that how we express our emotions, how we deal with stress. They observe that and they retain that, and consequently they will follow suit. So how are we modeling? How are we handling our emotions is step number one. We can model. We can teach them on how we're controlling our emotions, what our emotional intelligence is. Number two, we can reflect. So say we do come home from work and we're upset. Maybe before we get out of the car in the driveway, we can reflect. Why am I in this mood? Why am I dealing with it this way? I have a choice. I'm in control of my emotions. And then we can also teach that to our children. If they come home from school and they're in a bad mood, we can have them reflect, go back. What put you in this mood? So they start to understand that the way they're responding to circumstances around them, and that they do have a choice. Number three, we can ask others. Again, if sometimes we're not even aware of it. It's just an automatic response, our emotions to certain circumstances. It just happens. We have no control sometimes and we're not aware of it. So sometimes if we ask others around us their perceptions of how we are controlling our emotions, and the same with your children too. When they come home, you can at night, this goes back to reflection, maybe you can go back and forth, and the child can actually help you. Your child can actually help you. You can reflect back and forth. You can ask each other back and forth how you thought they dealt with a certain matter that day, why they acted a certain way. This can be really significant in understanding your perceptions by having someone else give you feedback, and your children. Also, this is kind of neat too. You can watch others. Just in any place you're at, if you're at the store, if you're in your car, watch how other people are responding, and then tell your kids that too. If you're somewhere in a restaurant, ask your kids, just start to be very observant and watch how people are responding emotionally to what is happening to them. Watching others give you so much feedback, and your children also. Tell them to start being very observant in school, how kids are reacting to different areas of school, whether it be academically or socially. So watching others, really good. Number 5, a great one. I hope you can see this at the bottom here, the pause. Again, sometimes it's an automatic response. Something happens and we react instantly to it. If we can learn, though, to pause, again, going back to my first example, someone cuts you off in traffic, instantly you get aggressive, you get irritated, you're upset about it. If we can throw a pause in there, 5-10 seconds, stop ourselves from just reacting, think how we can respond in more of a positive way, that we can learn from that instance. That can be huge. And again, with our children, teach them the pause. Something happens at home, you can see they're about to lose it. Maybe have a gesture, a hand signal, touch your nose, and that means pause, pause, pause. Don't just react. Think about it. Think how you want to emotionally respond to it. The pause, a great one. I hope you can see this. It's at the bottom here. The why. Why are you reacting that way? Again, if you come home in a bad mood, why are you in a bad mood? Go back, reflect, think about what's happened. Did someone say something? Did someone look at you a certain way? Teach this to your children. Again, be very mindful. Why is it happening? Number 8, again, I've covered this, but just to highlight it again, learn. Hey, if you have an emotional outburst and you're holding on to that emotion and it's putting you in a bad mood, okay, it happened, but learn from it. So next time you're aware of it, you can see it coming sometimes now if you keep learning from these experiences. And then number 9, practice, practice, practice. Keep going through these principles. Be consistent with them every day. Model the types of emotions you want your children to see from you. Reflect on a daily basis. Ask others. Watch others. The pause. Why? And of course, learning from all of this. So every day, try to practice. This can be an invaluable skill for adults and for children. And again, if we can start working on it, and we can also share this with our children by the times they become adults, if they have a high emotional intelligence. And again, research is now indicating that emotional intelligence is even a step above cognitive intelligence. So this is where it lies. Emotional intelligence is where it lies. If we can teach that to our children, if we can start to progress with our emotional intelligence, again, it can pay off huge dividends in the future. So hope that helps. I was getting a little emotional there, but I'll reflect later on that. So again, hope that helps you. If you could pass this on to as many parents as you know, this is, again, just invaluable information that they can start sharing with their children. If you can like this video, that will help also reach more and more parents. I'm going to be making a lot more videos, again, just for helping children, their health, their wellness overall. If you can subscribe, that would be great. All right, thanks so much. Remember, keep practicing. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.